because I am going to talk to you about a different way to think about your finances. What she said. Number one, I want you to write down your credit report is part of your professional resume. I'm going to repeat that. Your credit report is part of your professional resume. Number two, I want you to write down, I can be right about small money disputes, or I can be happy and wealthy. I can be right about small money disputes, or I can be happy and wealthy. I choose the latter personally. And number three, I will plan my finances assuming life is going to happen. I am going to plan my life assuming life is going to happen. Excuse me, you're right. Plan my finances assuming life is going to happen. Thank you for that. See, even those speakers need help. So let me tell you a story. Because all three of those things, I got a story for. So, you would think me, who first started her career as a CPA before she went to law school, would take all that knowledge that they shoved in my head when I was at Villanova, all about money and finances and accounting, and apply it to my life when I got out of college. Not. I came out of college, I was like, I got a great job, I'm working at Price Waterhouse, there are a bunch of zeros in that paycheck, I'm gonna go get what I want. I'm gonna buy a new car, get me some clothes. And then a year and a half later, Price Waterhouse said, oh, we're laying off a whole bunch of y'all. Wow. And I was like, huh? Me too? Oh, okay. And I went home and I thought, uh-oh, I had not saved a dime. Not a dime. But I now have car note, car insurance, rent, phone bill, heat, electricity, and had no clue on how I was going to pay any of it. And unfortunately, at the time that I got laid off, lots of people were getting laid off. This was back in the early 90s. Yeah, I'm a little older. And I was home for 8 months. I did not get another job for 8 months. And I know some of you in the room who know me have heard the story about me laying on the floor for 24 hours crying at one point because I could not figure out what I was going to do. And I knew my phone was ringing day and night from collectors talking about, we want the money that you owe us for the car, for the phone. I was hiding the car. The car was in a friend's garage. I'm trying to keep the car that I ain't paying for. Because I'm like, at some point, I'm going to figure it out. I found out, as I started applying for jobs and kept getting denied for jobs, that part of the reason I was getting denied was since I hadn't been paying my bills over 8 months, my credit report was atrocious. I looked terrible on paper. And so companies wouldn't hire me. And it was the first time that I learned that personal finance isn't so personal. All of a sudden, I realized personal finance meant, oh, it applied to my professional life. And most of us think they are very separate. They are not. If anything, from the early 90s to now, it's just increase in usage at companies. So think about that. You want a new job, you want to go do something else, you want to go find another company. Are you looking good on paper to get hired? Because it's not just about the jobs you've held and the titles you got. They are going to look at your credit report. and they're going to make a decision.